In the late 16th century, England was eager to establish a foothold in the New World. Queen Elizabeth I granted a charter to Sir Walter Raleigh, who envisioned a prosperous English colony across the Atlantic. In 1585, a group of settlers, led by Ralph Lane, landed on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. Despite initial enthusiasm, the colony struggled with food shortages, hostile relations with indigenous peoples, and harsh conditions, leading to its abandonment within a year. Undeterred, Raleigh organized a second expedition in 1587, this time under the leadership of John White. This group of 115 men, women, and children aimed to establish a permanent settlement. Among them was White's daughter, Eleanor Dare, who gave birth to the first English child born in America, Virginia Dare. Hopes were high as the settlers began to build their new lives on Roanoke Island. As the colony faced the same challenges as before, including dwindling supplies and strained relations with the indigenous tribes, John White made the difficult decision to return to England for reinforcements and provisions. He left behind his family and fellow settlers, promising to return within the year. However, White's journey was delayed by the outbreak of the Anglo-Spanish War, which kept him in England for 3 years. When John White finally returned to Roanoke Island in 1590, he was met with a bewildering sight. The settlement was deserted, with no trace of the colonists. The only clue was the word Croton carved into a wooden post and CRO etched into a tree. The houses and fortifications had been dismantled, not destroyed, suggesting a planned departure. White interpreted the word as a reference to Croton Island, now Hatteras Island, home to a friendly indigenous tribe, but a search of the island yielded no answers. The fate of the Roanoke colonists has been the subject of speculation and debate for centuries. Some historians believe the settlers integrated with local indigenous tribes, such as the Croton or the Powhatan, based on accounts of European traits and customs observed in later indigenous populations. Others suggest they attempted to return to England on makeshift boats but were lost at sea. Environmental factors, such as a severe drought that occurred during the colony's establishment, might have also played a role in their disappearance. Archaeological evidence has been scarce, and no definitive trace of the settlers has been found. Despite its failure, the Roanoke colony left a lasting legacy. It marked the beginning of English colonization efforts in America, serving as a precursor to the successful establishment of Jamestown in 1607. The mystery of Roanoke has captured the imagination of generations, symbolizing the perils and uncertainties faced by early settlers in the New World. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony remains one of history's most intriguing unsolved mysteries. It is a story of ambition, hope, and the relentless human spirit, set against the backdrop of an untamed and challenging land. As new evidence and theories continue to emerge, the mystery of the lost colony endures, inviting us to explore the depths of our past and the secrets it holds.